Hey, boys.
Hey,
Hey.
How's it going?
it's going. It is
Bill's-
fucking going.
Bill's breathing. That's all that matters.
Unbelievable. Ray, you dabbing in that Cam Newton jersey or
Nope, not today.
not today?
Nope.
Just didn't feel it taking off after the game? Did you put it on specifically for the show?
Nope. I had it on during the game. What's wrong, Bill?
Nothing. I'm just so annoyed about this fucking game.
How about this season?
Yeah, well, that's the bigger annoyance. But today, especially, just was like the icing on the cake because this is over.
Well, is it? Is it, Bill?
I mean, it felt like it was over before it started. We can run back the tape when we saw Bill's boner pop when they announced that they signed Cam Newton. I said that the season was over, but there's no need to toot today. There's no need to toot.
It's too early to toot, man. Too early. Jeez.
Too early. All right, fine. All right, well, anything else? Any other news to report? How's everyone's loser cities going? So this will be Tuesday, the third day that we have been rooting for our loser cities after we've been assigned. Of course, I have Toronto, by extension Buffalo, so good day for me on Sunday. Ray, sporting the Washington Nationals hat, is rooting for DC and those choking bums and those sexually assaulting formerly known as Redskins. And Bill,
Male cheerleaders.
Oscars and pom-poms. Bill, you have the
Arizona. Or
Yeah.
Phoenix, whatever you want to call them.
the,
Arizona. We'll give you Arizona. We'll just
the
call it
losers
Arizona.
in the desert. So how's everyone's
We're on buys.
call it the
We're on
B
buys,
side.
baby.
We're on
baby.
buys this week.
So we did great.
Yep.
We did
Well,
just
not
as good
better
too.
than me. Not
No.
better than me.
Why? We didn't lose. We didn't lose either.
I won.
Yeah, but I didn't lose.
Oh, so hold on. Let's get the ideology of the bottom of the totem pole of dumb on this one. You believe that not gaining any ground anywhere is better than winning.
I have the R words, of course. If I don't lose, it's a good thing.
Hey, you're a game out of the division.
I know.
Yeah, the R words have a chance of actually winning that division.
Well, yours does too.
So all three of us do.
Cardinals have an outside shot. Very, very outside
They
shot.
got the tiebreaker with Seattle now, though, so that's good.
Yeah. I think San Francisco is kind of primed for a little bit of a run. If they can get any of the fucking guys healthy, Jesus, they've seen
They're
some
playing
injuries.
good right now against Seattle. They're playing pretty good right now.
Yeah.
I think
Best
Seattle
division.
just tied
Best.
it up.
If it wasn't for those idiot Rams in Miami, it would be undisputed best division in football. But good God, that
Yeah.
sucked.
Jesus.
They
They just beat themselves.
ass.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was bad.
Unbelievable. All right, well, let's dive in it. Welcome to the show. This is Fat Tuesday, Everything Patriots, November 3rd, and America could be on fire. We're recording
It's
this
not already.
We're recording this on Sunday. This will be coming out Election Day, and judging by when I'm getting these things released, like 5-6 p.m. day of at this point, the polls could be on fire. So good luck to anybody who's out there in the wild trying to get home safe. We hope you do. Welcome to the show. This is Fat Tuesday, Everything Patriots. That fucking stunk. Didn't it shape up though? Especially more so in the second half of the exact type of game that we were predicting. I mean,
Yeah, field goal game.
well, not only that, like the offense, even though it was a slugfest and brutal to watch on the Patriots side, just like felt like they were dragging cinder blocks to get yards. They were moving the ball. I mean, in the second half, they were able to string some possessions together, move the ball, actually get the ball in the end zone twice. So like we talked about, we thought they might figure some of that out with the run game, and eventually they did. And holy shit, wouldn't you know it? By the end of the game, we thought, wow, maybe they have a chance. They're running all over them. If Cam doesn't fumble that ball, they're running into the end zone.
Yeah, they were going to score there.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. The only thing that stopped him is Cam is a bigger fucking loser than the entire city of Buffalo and that organization, the Buffalo Bills, which is saying something because they haven't won anything ever. So fucking brutal, man. Yep. Absolutely brutal. I texted you guys too when they tied the game on the 2-point conversion. I was like, God damn it, these guys made me actually care and invest in this game right now. And lo and behold, shame on me. Shame on me. Should have stuck with my new Buffalo Bills and kept riding that train because God damn it. God damn it.
Come the fourth quarter, I texted you guys and I said how much anxiety I had. I haven't had anxiety in a Week 8 game, I don't think, in 20-plus years. This was very bad. I almost had to go upstairs and get a gummy just to relax because I was, like, fucking pacing up and down. My dog was looking at me, sniffing me like, what the fuck's wrong with this idiot, you know? So that was it. It's nice to be, like, invested in like regular season games because when we had Brady here, we were never invested. We'd always be like, oh, wake us up when the playoffs come because that's how it always was. But now it's like, holy fuck, it's Week 8. And I'm like, God damn, are we going to win this game? Are we going to lose this game? What's going on?
I've been saying that too with, the inevitable departure of Brady, that it'll be fun to like actually root for away, regular season games. Like you just said, no, I take it back. Fuck that. This sucks. This sucks. I mean, we'd be saying we'd have a whole different story if Cam Newton doesn't fumble the ball. It would be Buffalo can't do it. They're not over the hump. The Patriots might have found something. Let's see them next week. Maybe they can build on this. But nope. Cam Newton is leading that team, and Cam Newton is a loser. He's been a loser his whole career. He's been a loser since he got here. He's not going to do anything. He's not going to do anything different. I don't know what that says for the rest of the season. We can, I have some kind of questions for you guys what that all means. But, in terms of real success and being able to watch a formidable product on the field, I think that's out the window this year. What do you, Bill? Where do you stand there?
Yeah, it's out the window. Like, it's not good football. You're seeing it now. I mean, you had a decent day on offense. I thought Cam wasn't as atrocious as we thought he was. I mean, again, you put a couple drives together, especially after you gave up a touchdown after you tied the game. What happens? You march right down the field again, scored another touchdown to tie it up. And then again, a defense was gashed all day, 190 yards on the ground again. Patriots rushed for 188. So, I mean, you basically all stats in this game, dead even.
Yep.
Except for the fucking, turnovers, dead even. But again, Cam fumbling, come on, dude. Just hold the ball. You're in there. You're at least tying the fucking game.
Yeah.
It's like you got to have better ball security. They're going to come try to punch it out. And you have the fucking ball hanging out by your side.
I thought he was going to lose it on that night, on the nice scramble he had a play or two before that. He had the ball out there like Deion Sanders the whole time. I thought they was going to get punched out. And, yeah, you could just kind of feel that was going to happen. But just going back a little bit before the game, was it interesting they came out 4 wide, immediately threw the ball to his right for a completion?
Yeah, that was
going to happen.
I was saying the same thing. I'm like,
that's McDaniels being like,
immediately threw his right.
Yeah.
But you do have to look at the offense and go, first of all, Jacoby Myers, thanks. Where you been? Is just one of those games where you got game planned in, and we might not see him for another 6 weeks, or is he the type of guy that has some confidence and can do this type of thing? But if you go back and watch most of his catches, Jacoby Myers was on the right side, and when he caught it, he was either working his way across the field to the left, or Cam was hitting him basically on the right side of the field. So whatever that was in those 2 weeks where Cam Newton didn't throw the right side of the field, it seems like they either corrected it, noticed it, fixed it, whatever it was. They made an emphasis to make him throw the ball to the right. And, yeah, it looked better. It didn't look great. I still how long does it take him to fucking wind up?
A while.
It's ugly.
Jesus, man. And then he throws it. Every time he throws the ball, it's as hard as he can throw it. It's as hard as he could throw it. Do you guys remember it was a third down conversion. By the way, they did not throw the ball once on third down. Not one time did they throw the ball.
I don't understand why they were fucking running.
Well, one of the completions was a RPO, and he flicked it to Burkhead, and he flicked it 100 miles an hour. He underhand flipped it 100 miles an hour, almost broke a rib, and Burkhead he just sucks.
That was the one late. That was the one in the fourth quarter, right, when they're driving. Yeah. That was a good play by Burkhead, at least to get a first down there too and extend the drive. Great, but You ran the ball great all day.
Before I forget, another great play by Burkett on a third down, and I think 9 or 10 or 12 with the spin and driving unbelievable play by Burkett. But what does that say? Okay, so Ray, what does that say? Is that the absolute mistrust in Cam Newton, or in the offense total, or the wide receivers, that in the fourth quarter when you're trying to get back in the game, you hand the ball off to Rex Burkhead in 3rd and 10 when you're down 7?
Let me go to the second quarter with 12 seconds left, and they kick a field goal, don't even try to go in the end zone or have Cam throw in the end zone. That's how much they don't trust this wide receiver core. That's how much they don't trust Cam Newton. You can see it. It's the writing on the wall. They're not trusting this guy to go in halftime to fucking try to score a touchdown. They kicked a field goal with Nick Folk. They had 12 seconds left. They still had time to run 1-2 plays.
That was baffling. And you know what that is to me? And there was some quick Twitter reports out there. It's decision making. He can't see the seam. He's missing guys wide open in the seam. And they said on that play on 2nd down, he missed Jacoby Myers wide open in the end zone.
Yeah, it would have been a touchdown.
And it would have been a touchdown. And I'm sure they looked at it and went, this guy's gonna fuck up. And guess what? They got down to the end of the game and he fucked up.
Did you two think that he was going to do that in the second before halftime? That he was going to fuck up? Do like
yes.
Brian Hoyer? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
1000%.
Especially as soon as they called the last time out, you kind of saw it. You were just taking the points there. You've seen Bill do it in times where, even with Brady, where they just kneel down with 3 timeouts because the offense was just disgusting and they didn't like what he see. I mean, I get it because you don't want Cam to run there.
No.
Cam's so stupid that if he
won't go out of bounds.
He gets the pressure, he runs right up the middle, either take a sack or even just running up the middle. So, I mean, you have no chance. So I'm fine with them taking the fucking field goal on 3rd down.
Too.
I'm completely and utterly fine. Just get the points and get in the half. You were doing good to stop Buffalo. I mean, I know they gashed you, but they were only 5 of 11 on 3rd down, so you did get them out the field a little bit. And again, so it's I'm glad they just got the points there. I didn't want to see another fucking Kansas City game, especially with Buffalo getting the ball back and start the half.
Right. I like Bill's analysis. Cam is just too stupid. It pretty much sums it up.
Well,
pretty much sums it up.
He's not
he
lying
just
on that
can't
one.
fucking play quarterback.
He's an idiot, dude.
In the NFL. I forget what I was just going to say on the heels of that.
Talk about stupidity. Can I bring up something real quick?
Yeah, please do.
That onside kick after we scored.
Brutal. That's a brutal one.
Why?
I didn't even know what was going on because I left it on red zone for too long, and I turned it back, and I was like, "What was this? Just a huge play?" And then it was they tried an onside kick. I'm like, "You got to be why? You just tied the fucking game.
Yeah,
you tied the game. Your defense had a huge stop in their territory. You flipped the field. All right, so let's get into the next segment. I want to talk to you about. Did Cam Newton defeat this team more than penalties and mistakes, or did mistakes and penalties beat this team? Because in their first 3 offensive possessions, they had 4 off-the-ball penalties that derailed every one of those offensive possessions. And that's how fragile this offense is. It was clockwork. As soon as they got a big play, they had a penalty. That penalty brought them back to 3rd and 20 or 18 or 17. Or 1st and 18, whatever it was. And then, through 3 plays, they couldn't make up more than 12 yards.
Even that delay of game by Cam.
Yeah.
You saw him. What is he doing? In the first possession, he took a delay of game, so it went from 1st and 15 or 3rd to, you know what I mean? So it's you can't – I don't think it was necessarily all Cam's fault. I thought the Patriots kind of beat themselves more in the first half. So, I mean, you got – killer drives. The first 4 drives you saw holding penalties, illegal hands to the face that negated a big drive, holding with a big gain, I should say, holding on fucking Jacoby Myers, big catch that would have went for 25 yards there. So I mean, those are drive killers.
That was a 45-yard penalty.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously the obvious answer you could say Cam, because obviously he cost it up at the end of the game. But I mean, if you cut those maybe penalties to 2, you could put some points there, and you might not put Cam in that situation to be fumbling the ball going for the win there. So I mean, I think the penalties were just atrocious.
Well, killed the momentum too.
I mean? And they had 5 penalties, and I think all 5 of them were on the offensive side, and they're the least penalized team in football this year. And especially you saw in the last couple of weeks, they've been the least penalized team on offense. And now you're seeing it last week against the 49ers. Now you're seeing it this week against who the hell did we just beat? I lose the Bills, sorry. So I mean that's kind of creeping in, and again, like you said, with a fragile offense like this, you have drive killers, and you can't come and make big gains up. And this is what's happening when you're relying too much on the run. 3rd and 15 is not helping with these penalties. 3rd and 20 when you're getting fucking holding penalties. So I mean, you
What's
started
actually
better in the second half, but the first half, ooh.
It's pathetic that it's 3rd and 15, and the Bills are stacking the box, knowing that you're going to run. Like they don't even care. They don't even care.
Yeah.
It was really.
What they say, they
unbelievable.
only had one free safety back. That was it. most of the time. That was it.
It's what the Patriots do. The one that's what they
I
do with
mean,
McCourty.
I agree with you though. I mean, the mistakes were not outside of the delay of game. Obviously, the mistakes are not Cam's fault. So you probably do have an opportunity to at least get 3 to 6 points, if not more, in the first half, based on those penalties and where they put you compared to where you could have been. So, yeah, put them in a bad position come to the end of the game. So I guess that leads me to my question: Does this loss say more about the Patriots or the Bills?
The Bills. I don't know. I should say, the Bills. I mean, that was a gritty win for them. I mean, this is kind of you're seeing them. This is the first home win since 2011. You know, you're signing kind of getting over the hump now, is what we were kind of saying before. I mean, this is you needed it. You just solidified yourself as obviously the favorite in the division now. I mean, this is your rival. Your Bills 35-5 against them in his career over these last 20 years. So I mean, this is it. They finally got their win at home. They're riding high now, and again in December. They might not even have to play in December because that division could be wrapped up. So I think it says more about the Bills. I mean, again, you gashed them all day, but you still got a gritty win out of the Patriots, and Patriots don't usually lose those games, especially at Buffalo.
Ray?
Yeah, I think it's for the Bills. I mean, they got the monkey off their back. They finally beat, the Patriots, even though Brady's not here anymore, obviously, and that was their kryptonite. But they did beat the Patriots. They are going to be the favorite to win the AFC East. They are going to go to the playoffs now. They're playoff bound. They could be looking at, a 3 seed? Possibly. I mean,
yeah, we can get there. You're both right. It's the Bills, but not for that reason. You got lucky. You got lucky to walk out of there with a win with potentially one of the worst teams in the AFC. That's what you're looking at right now with the New England Patriots. And last week, you got lucky to walk out of there against the fucking Jets, who hands down are the worst team in the league probably. And you got lucky to get a win out of that one because of how putrid the Jets are. Yeah, so you just played 2 terrible teams, and I'm including the Patriots on that, and you got lucky to win both of them. And 3 weeks prior, you played against the Chiefs, the elite class, and you got beat pretty badly. Pretty badly got beat. So what does it say about – what does this game say? The Bills aren't there yet. Yeah, they beat the Patriots, and maybe internally they can say, okay, we got up on Belichick, and maybe that gets them over the hump in the division. But I don't look at my Bills – I don't look at my Bills and go, these guys are ready to make a run. I mean, you made Josh Allen throw the ball one time, basically, and he threw a fucking interception.
Yeah,
on a terrible goddamn throw, whether it was his fault.
I think it was Diggs. Diggs stopped his run. I mean, shit, he looked like he was just throwing Diggs. Yeah, he looks like he was throwing at J.C. Jackson.
Yeah, well, Allen threw it inside, and Diggs, cut outside. To me, that play is designed to go outside at the sticks. It looked like Diggs ran the right route, but I don't know. That's just what the TV says.
Diggs apologized to Josh Allen, so you said it was all his fault.
It's because he's a fucking mental.
J.C. Jackson, anyway, 4 picks this year, though.
Yeah, he's good.
I love
good
that
for
guy.
him. If he could play nose tackle or linebacker, that'd be great because the front seven absolutely fucking blows. But it's still 24 points. 24 points in the NFL in this day and age is not a whole lot of points. It's not a whole lot of points, and you're in a position to win. So, when it comes down to the blame game, the defense is still down on my list after Cam, and probably Belichick GM. And if you want to elevate that to Kraft and not letting him spend money and saying this is the year that we're, going to reset, where in years prior you had Brady and you can cover up a lot of this bullshit so it wouldn't look as bad, and now you're relying on Cam Newton to do that and he can't. I think we have a real clear insight over how Brady was, how important he was, especially in these types of seasons. If this is what the Krafts and Belichick are calling a reset year, because by all accounts and all reports, they're going to be huge spenders in the offseason. So it'll be interesting to see what this kind of looks like next year. But this year, obviously, we know it sucks. It absolutely fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's just tough. I mean, we haven't had a season like this in a long time. So let me get to the next point. Is there, and if there is, what is it? Is there a road for the Patriots to make the playoffs? Is there a road? And before you answer, let me go ahead and give you the schedule. They have the Jets twice, starting next week, Monday Night Football.
Oh, my God.
New York Jets.
That's Monday Night Football.
ratings are going to be through the roof. On that
Oh
night.
my
God, that's
God.
gonna be bad. They got the Raven. All right, so let's go win loss. Okay. And Pam, Aaron, can you keep track of this, please?
Are we going? So majority wins, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next week, Monday Night Football, Patriots, Jets. I got that. It has to be a W. Has
Win.
to be a W.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. After that, Sunday Night Football, Patriots, Ravens.
Loss.
Loss. Should count for 2.
Loss.
They're gonna get fucking smoked.
They're gonna get smoked. Yeah, they can't stop the run against these teams. Oof.
Dude.
Dude, Baltimore ran
Lamar
all
Jackson
over
might go for
Pittsburgh today,
350 yards.
and they
Aw.
ran all over Pittsburgh today.
As much as I hate Lamar Jackson, and he cost them that game today
Mhm.
or on Sunday, whatever it was, dude can't throw the football either. They're never gonna win a Super Bowl with him. Anyway, beyond the point. Next week, Texans in Houston, I believe.
I think they can win that game because Texans is equally as bad as the Patriots, if not worse. I think
They
win that
can
game.
too, and I expect Houston to have a fire sale. I expect them to get rid of some big pieces here and some big
Come
salaries.
today, right?
Come
Today's-
today, yeah.
4 o'clock
By 4
today, yeah.
o'clock
By
today.
4 o'clock, yeah.
Will
Any-
Fuller, I expect to go, and a lot of those guys.
Bill,
maybe
let us
J.J.
know if there's
Watt.
any breaking news as we reach the deadline here on Tuesday. in the
Yeah, no
trade deadline.
problem. I'm on Twitter. as we speak.
After that, we got the Cardinals. Bills Cardinals coming to town.
Loss.
Kyler Murray. Yeah, I think I got.
Loss.
I think I got to go a loss there. I think
Yep.
Cardinals are pretty good.
Damn right they're good,
Patriots-
baby.
Patriots. This is the LA run now. We got Patriots at Chargers.
I think they can win that one. I'm going W there.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys win. I think
Rookie
I think,
quarterback. I think you'll see the Patriots win that game.
Week after that, you got Sunday Night Football against the Rams.
Loss. Isn't that a Thursday night game? That's
Yeah,
Thursday
it's a
night
Thursday
game.
night.
Oh, I'm
game.
sorry. Yeah, I'm just looking at. They don't have the day. They just have the time.
Yeah,
yeah, I think.
they just lost to Miami.
I still got a loss.
It's at
They beat
home.
themselves. It's at home. Patriots.
And you
know
got
what I mean?
Patriots. I don't know if they'll be able to stay in LA. A lot of the talk because of COVID is they're going to make them fly back home and then fly back to LA the next week.
Fuck that.
I'm sure Bill's gonna be pissed about that.
Yeah, and short week on Thursday. I think just play the odds. Rams take that one. Okay, and then we got the division to close it out. So we got the Dolphins.
Win.
We got the Bills in Foxborough,
Win.
and then the Jets.
Win.
I think that's right. And like you said, the Bills might not be playing for anything by that point, so you might have an easier game.
So what's that put us right? Like 9-7? No, a lot more than that. 8-8.
8-8.
That's about where I had him going in.
8-8, and right now you have 9 teams ahead of you in the AFC, including. So your division leaders are Bills, Chiefs, Steelers, Titans. You're not catching them.
Nope.
Okay. So at this point, let me do some quick math. Your wild card is somewhere Ravens and Colts both at 5-2, and then after that you have Raiders
Cleveland's at
4-3,
5-3.
Dolphins 4-3, and Browns 5-3. So can you catch 5-2 at this point if you go 8-8?
Nope.
Nope.
It's over. It's over.
No, you cannot. The Patriots will not make the playoffs for the first time since 2008 with Matt Castle when they went 11-5. So, fuck, that sucks. That sucks.
There's no depth on this team. There's nothing, and you're seeing it every time you get injuries. You know, you got basically a bunch of undrafted wide receivers out there because N'Keal Harry's out. Julian Edelman looks like he's out for the whole entire year. You know, and you kind of Bill alluded to it this week. You said the salary cap, they couldn't go out and get depth because they overspent the last couple of years. You know, so they kind of set this as their reset year, but all those guys opted out, and then they got more money for Antonio Brown and Hernandez. But by the time they got all that money, free agency was well over, remember? So it's in the summer. So that's why you didn't really see him kind of go out and start spending. I mean, who was left? Javadian Clowney, who's clearly been a fucking joke for Tennessee. He's got 0 sacks in his last 18 games or something like that. So I'm fine there. But, I mean, who are you going to get? We want them to spend because they have all the salary cap. There's no one to spend it on. Yeah. You're gonna get just the cheap guys for just depth is kind of what you're seeing. They picked up Davis off the practice squad from Carolina, I think it was, defensive lineman and stuff. So you'll probably just see those. But they overspent, and this is what we're seeing now.
Well, today could be a big day too because it is trade and everyone's for sale. So we could be getting more draft picks and guys like Gilmore, obviously, who was a scratch today because of a knee injury. I mean, I think that was just
Yeah, I heard it in
Get
practice on
hurt.
Thursday, but I think it's
Well,
I
bullshit.
bet you,
I
I
mean,
bet you he's
yeah,
fine, and they just don't want to get him hurt.
it's
During
the
the
same knee that he hurt when he was negotiating his contract. But the reports out of Foxborough, maybe this is a Belichick smokescreen, is they're not really itching to do anything. They're perfectly fine staying pat. And the talk is Gilmore is not really going to be traded anymore, and they're not looking to bring anybody in. They're just kind of looking to tread water and get through the season. Now that screams smokescreen to me. That screams trying to jack up some value on some of these guys, and I would be very, very, very surprised if nothing happens on this Patriots team, especially after a loss like we saw on Sunday. However, you just can't predict Belichick. Wouldn't it be just like Belichick to keep Gilmore and fucking IR him, whether he's hurt or not, and keep him on the bench, let him sulk and not get his contract, just be a spiteful little bastard if he can't get what he wants on the trade market?
It'd be nice too, and he should get a lot. His salary next year is $7 million. It's pretty cheap. So I mean, he should have more value. Obviously, he's had a kind of a down year this year, but teams are throwing his way less than they were last year. He's coming off Defensive Player of the Year. You should be able to get a first round. I mean, I would ship him out. You kind of seen it
would
now.
too.
You seen Gilmore put his house up for sale. He put it offer deadline by 5:00 on Tuesday tonight. So the offer deadline was 5:00.
I wonder if that was a conversation that he had with Belichick before, and Belichick said, "Look, there's a good chance you're going to be moving on." And so he took those actions to do it. Or if he's reading the tea leaves and reading the newspaper clips and says, fuck this, I'm getting out ahead of it myself. I'm putting my house on the market. And then Belichick sees it, hurts his leverage, and he goes, you know what? Fuck off, dude.
Yeah.
I think
You know what?
you'll see
Screw you.
Yeah.
I best I can get is a third. Nah, whatever. You can stay on this team and rot.
I think you're going to kind of see, like, if people call, like teams call and start offering him, like, crazy deals that he can't pass up, I think they're just not going to make a lot of moves. I mean, Gilmore should be the guy. You want to start your rebuild now, but
Gilmore should be the guy, and if you have no plans in signing Tooney, then he should go.
Yeah, I agree.
If you're gonna walk into the next season and you can't carry Mason and Tooney at those numbers, so one of them has to go. The easier guy to deal is Tooney. He's probably worth more.
Him,
I would love to. I would deal Shaq Mason for a sixth and keep Tooney and sign him to the deal that he's earned over keeping Shaq Mason and dealing Tooney for probably at this point a second for a rental. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Belichick has not been quiet at the trade deadline for a very long time. He's generally making moves, but they're generally in contention to win a Super Bowl. So it'll be interesting to see while he's in a selling position here.
Yep.
What they do. Well, boys, this was a short one because, we're a little bit depressed and we don't have a whole lot to say. And Patriots fucking stink for the first time. Pretty close to me and Ray's lifetime. Bill, you had to go through the hard times in the 70s and 80s and
60s.
Got to watch them get their doors blown in by the Bears in 86.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
The refrigerator just crushing your hopes and dreams as you're
Rich,
hold on. At the Vietnamese.
We haven't got
parlor.
a beep at all this whole show. Don't fucking egg them on, man.
I know, man. No more
I'm
beeps, goddamn
today. Clinging to life right now.
No more beeps. The listeners expect this show early when they're on the release day. It takes me hours to fucking filter through when you got a bad Billy Badword show.
I enjoyed that text. Fuck you, Bill, and your goddamn beeps.
Those are some good ones, though.
Oh, yeah. Fucking pisses. All right. This has been the Simple Minds Sports Show. Fat Tuesday, Everything Patriots, November 3rd. Good luck to the Patriots. Good luck to America on voting day. And God bless you. We'll see you on Wednesday if we're all still here. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'll be here. I'll just go to Bill's house. He'll save me.
Strap them up.
Brett.
We always stay strapped in this house.
Who's we? The 10 doors you have in the basement?
Right.
This is part of the. You take your shoes off, please, and grab a 9. Thank you.
Yeah.
Grab an 9, there's some gummies in the candy jar, and take a 20 off the dresser. Go downstairs.
Stay
I think I'm
safe.
gonna do it myself. You always send them first. That way, if something happens, you Operation Hide Behind the Hoolas.
Billy Baratheon has a his own army of
Yeah.
Tinder chicks
Yeah.
strapped to the 9s, ready to fight his way through.
His crest is just a fucking purple dildo on it.
Bro, dildo with fucking guns.
Yeah, it's so fucking funny.
Oh man, that's good. That's a
Yeah.
T-shirt, but we're not doing any more of those. We're not.
No,
No more pictures of Bill.
no.
He doesn't like those. I
Bill,
didn't put a picture up today, Bill. I just
I know.
got
I've
the
been
game.
watching the game
I've got
behind
the
you.
game for you to get distracted by, and I knew you'd get distracted, but that's okay. You know what?
Hey, you did pretty good though.
You did well, and no beeps. It was a tough day for Patriots
Dude, I told
fans.
you.
So
Clinging to life today.
tough evening, was it Saturday?
I haven't felt this bad in a very, very, very long time.
Wow. Well, good for you showing up.
I'm
Yeah, thanks for not using one of your.
Well,
sick
here
days.
I'm gonna do you another favor, and I'm gonna end this 10 minutes early. We'll get right into headlines. We'll let you get your pajamas on and get into bed early.
gonna eat some tacos after. I can't wait.
Is that a sexual innuendo?
No, I made-
Innuendo, you dumb fuck.